Welcome once again to the beautiful Rath Eastlink Community Center here in Truro, Nova Scotia. My name is Michael Petter. This is Petter Sports and Streaming on Atlantic Hockey Online through AO Live. And this evening we have for you a game in the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League between the visiting Kings Hockey Club and the hometown Fundy Thunder. When we look at these two teams, where they sit in the standings, the Kings right now come into this game in 6th place, but they are in quite a battle for 5th, just 1 point behind the Martello Buccaneers and with 1 game in hand on the Bucks. So a potential to move up into 5th place with a victory tonight. And again, with this being the 1 game in hand, the Kings would then have an even number of games played with the Bucks. They'd both be at 19, and they are both with games in hand on the team sitting up in 4th, that being the Western Rebels. So the Bucks, the Kings, the Rebels, and for that matter, even the Moncton Thunderbirds, all in a tight battle, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Although the Thunderbirds have a little bit of an extra gap with 2 points ahead of the Rebels and 2 points in hand on the Rebels, so not as many 2 games in hand on the Rebels, so not as many games in hand for Martello and Kings on Moncton, who sit in 3rd place right now. For the Fundy Thunder, this season has been a bit of a rebuilding year. It has been a bit of a struggle at times. They come into this game with a record of 7-14-1 with 15 points in 22 games, 2 points back of both the Voyageurs and the Valley Wildcats. However, the Voyageurs have a game in hand on Fundy. The Fundy Thunder do have a game in hand on the Valley Wildcats. And then the Thunder also have 3 games in hand on the Cape Breton Jets, who sit with 18 points. So they're 3 back of the Jets with 3 games in hand. So depending on how the games in hand go when comparing to Valley and Cape Breton, the Fundy Thunder, who sit right now in 10th, could be looking at 9th, possibly even 8th. And depending on how things go with the Voyageurs for the rest of their season, 7th is not outside the realm of possibilities either. So it is still a lot to play for both of these teams as we head down to the last month and a half or so of the regular season. Still a fair bit of time for the Thunder. They've got 10 games left in their schedule. For the Kings, they have 14 games left on their schedule. They've actually played the fewest number of games of any team in the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League so far this season. Before we go any further, we must take a moment to once again acknowledge that the Rath Eastlink Community Center, the entire town of Truro, and for that matter, the entire region covered by the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League, which is a bit of a misnomer because the league covers not only Nova Scotia, but also New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, and that entire region is in the area that is unceded and ancestral territory of Mi'kma'ki. Taking a little closer look at the head-to-head matchup between these two teams. This is the 3rd game between these teams this season, and so far it's been a split. They played a couple of games on one weekend in late October. The Kings winning the first meeting by a score of 7-2. The second game was won by the Thunder by a score of 3-2. So a good bounce-back win for the Thunder in that second game against Kings. And as we look at the rest of the schedule ahead for both of these two teams, I do not believe that they play each other a 4th time. I'm just scanning through real quick to double-check because goodness knows I've made mistakes in the past, and I want to double-check it and just make sure. No, that I do not see another matchup between these two teams this season, so this is the 3rd and final meeting between them for this season. When we look a little bit deeper into the numbers, the Kings a little bit better on the offensive side of the puck with a 4.8 goals scored per game average. That puts them 2nd in the league in goal scoring. On the flip side, the Fundy Thunder, they've scored 3.1 goals per game this season. That puts them at 8th place. For the Kings, Their goals against per game is 6th overall in the league at 3.5, while the Fundy Thunder sit at 4.1 goals against per game on average over the course of the entire season. Taking a closer look at some of the keys to tonight's game, and for me, one of the keys of this game is going to be the health of the Fundy Thunder, as they have a few players out of the lineup tonight, including Daniel Vandenberg, who's out with the flu. Also out of the lineup tonight is Jackson Harrison. He's not dressed for this evening's game, nor is, I'm just going to double check here and make sure I've got all the numbers right, Waylon Countway, also not in the lineup tonight. Or actually, he's listed on the roster, but I didn't see him out there for warm-up. So we'll have to wait and see if he is, in fact, in the lineup or not. He is listed on the game sheet as being here, but like I said, I did not notice him out at any point during warm-up. And the Kings Hockey Club have a full roster of their players all out on the ice for them here this evening. And obviously, if they're able to take advantage of the fact that they've got their full lineup in tow, that should bode very well for them coming up with the ability to spread the minutes out a little bit better over the course of the evening. And by the time the third period rolls around, that could very well be a bit of a factor in this game. And that is actually going to be the only key to the game that we're going to talk about, because that is such a big key for this evening's game. Taking a look at tonight's starting goaltenders, William Devereaux will get the start for the hometown Fundy Thunder. Taking a look at his statistics, and of course, where did they go? Hang on here. Where did he go? There he is. Devereaux comes in with a record of 1-7 so far this season, a 4.87 goals against average, and an .816 save percentage. Nolan McLaughlin gets the start for the Kings. McLaughlin with a 6-2 record and a 2.46 goals against average, a .932 save percentage, and that save percentage of .932 actually has him third overall in the league, although second overall among goaltenders who've played enough minutes to be quote-unquote qualified goaltenders. There's always that little caveat. The leader in save percentage, Logan Evans, has appeared in just 60 minutes of playing time this season, so he would not be eligible for the top goaltender consideration in this league when it comes to those numbers, because he just doesn't have enough playing time. So McLaughlin second in the league in save percentage behind Chandler Bell, and McLaughlin also near the top of the league in goals against average. He's fourth in that category behind Bell, Zachary David of the Thunderbirds, Payson Stewart of the Armada. As we see the teams make their way out onto the ice, we see the officials make their way out onto the ice. The teams are on their benches, and we will have the presentation of the national anthem as well as the announcement of the starting lineups for this game coming up here in just a moment, as the Thunder are in their home blues with the silver, or the gray, white, and black trim. They will be defending the net to your broadcast left for the first, their broadcast right for the first and third periods. Kings in their road whites with the maroon and gray trim, and they will defend the net to your broadcast left in periods 1 and 3. And now I think we're ready to send things downstairs for some pregame introductions.
Welcome to the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League scheduled game between the visiting Kings Hockey Club and your home team, the Fundy Thunder. The Fundy Thunder would like to take a moment to acknowledge we are in Milwaukee, the traditional unceded territory of Milwaukee. Today's officials are Cole Sellers and Carter Nutt. Linesmen Jack Michelle and Will Bauer. Today's starting lineups are brought to you by the Kings Truck and Trailer Center Limited. The visiting Kings Hockey Club starting lineup: number 4, Jacob Duncan; number 27, Jack McMillan. Number 8, Josh Howell. Number 13, Nicholas McIntyre. Number 86, Joel Verge. And starting in goal, number 33, Nolan McLaughlin. And now from your home team, the Fundy Thunder starting lineup. Number 5, Hayden Paris. Number 15, Troy Hunt. Number 16, Owen Whitman. Number 19, Jacob McCullough. Number 71, Nathan Duggan. Starting in goal, number 33, William Devereaux.
All right, so that takes care of all of the pomp and circumstance. All that's left now is to have puck drop and get this game going here from the beautiful Rath Eastlink Community Center. It's Kings and Thunder, Nova Scotia under 16 AAA Hockey League action coming up here in just a few more seconds. And the issues that we were having with the camera, we figured out what was going on. There was one cable that was a little bit loose, so we've switched that cable around. It's now on the clock cam, so it won't be moving and therefore won't be able to jiggle loose. And we should be good to go the rest of the way through here this evening. But I will keep an eye on the encoder, making sure that we don't, that we don't have issues as the game goes on, as we are underway here at the Rath Eastlink Community Center. Thunder first ones with possession of the puck. Can't clear the zone. Hollett able to knock down the clearing attempt. Verge with a shot. Rebound. And McIntyre not able to get a second chance shot away. Puck comes out to center ice. McMillan tries to go D-to-D with that pass. He ends up whiffing on it slightly, but not able to take advantage was Wood. Now Wood pressuring Duncan down deep inside the Kings zone. Puck comes to the side of the net, and McLaughlin will gather it up and hang on for a face-off here with just 35 seconds gone here in the opening period. And we'll take this first stoppage as an opportunity to let you know that we do try to be interactive here on our streams when we're on Petter Sports and Streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online. You can reach us one of three ways. First off, you can get us through that app that used to be known as Twitter, now known as X. Get us through the handle at Petter, P-E-T-T-E-R, as in my last name, Michael Petter, PC_sports. That's P-E-T-T-E-R, PC_sports. You can reach us through Facebook. Go to Facebook.com, search for Petter Sports and Streaming. Or go to mjahlnetwork.proboards.com, search for the section marked All Other Levels of Hockey, and you'll see today's game day thread. It's marked NSU16AAA GDT, Kings at Thunder, with today's date. And share your thoughts in that medium as well. Puck is down inside the Thunder zone. O'Neill trying to get it. Murphy and Munden work it away from him. Jay with a shot, and that puck is deflected, and it goes up into the glass. Now Munden knocking the puck off of Singer's stick. Singer able to get it back at least momentarily, but great pressure here by the Kings. Munden will get the puck, not able to take it out from behind the net. Singer trying to get on it. Now gathering it in is Dwaron, and he'll just launch it down the ice and get a stoppage. It will be an icing, obviously, but it'll at least alleviate the pressure momentarily for the Thunder, and they'll get a chance to regroup as they were starting to run around a little bit inside their own zone here with 1:42 gone in the opening period. Singer in to take the draw for the Fundy Thunder against Stapleton. Now Singer waved out of the face-off draw. Dwaron will come in to take it. Stapleton wins it, but Singer able to find the puck and launch it down the ice. He had gained the red line before doing so, so the Thunder able to make a change now. Puck comes to the blue line. George able to hold it onside for a moment, but now Opus will take it out. Or sorry, that's Graves, my apologies. Okay, I got a number wrong here somewhere. Hang on. Okay, Duncan is 4, Opus is 5, Graves is 7. That's where I got the mistake. Okay. Hollett is 8. And Probert is 9. That's what I'm missing. Okay. There's a centering pass for McCauley, but he fans on a shot attempt. Puck cleared to the line and out by White. It goes right through the feet of Ryan McDonald, so not an icing. Paris back to pick up. Now he skates the puck past Elliott, able to get it just by Verge, but then it's knocked down at the blue line by Blackwood. Blackwood sending it back the other way, and here's Verge chasing it down for the Kings. Verge gets the puck in front, and they score! What a pass from Verge right onto the stick of, just double checking to see the number to make sure I get the right player, Braden Martin. And 2:54 into the first period. Martin strikes first for the Kings. It's a quick 1-0 lead. Joel Verge with the primary assist. Not sure if there will be a secondary assist or not. We'll have to wait to find out. And now here's Elliott with the puck. And it is Verge with the only assist on that one. And we can tell you that for Martin, that is his 4th goal, 6th point of the season. Again, Joel Verge with the lone assist there at 2:54 to put the Kings out in front 1-0. We'll have a face-off as the puck, I believe, hopped up into one of the benches, hit a player, and, well, stayed on the ice, but hit a player on the bench. Dwaron wins the draw. Paris will dump it deep into the Kings zone. Jay going back to get it. Jay, a big defenseman out there for the Kings. Has a lot of size on the back end. Murphy gets the puck ahead. That just misses his intended target of McIntyre. Now Dwaron gets to the puck. Jay gives him a bump in the corner. Dwaron actually gets the better of that as he's able to keep his feet, but not able to maintain control of the puck. Paris plays the puck ahead to Dwaron now. Dwaron in neutral ice, plays it back to Paris. Paris wasn't quite ready for that pass, and Hollett quickly closes the gap. Now the puck played ahead. Opus will dump it in. And if I'm mispronouncing that name, I do apologize. Opus taking the hit to make the play. Now here's Hollett with the puck. Takes it behind the net, plays it off the side of the net. Murphy steps up, and that shot goes just over the top of the crossbar. Opus plays it down the boards to Murphy. Murphy overskated it, but now it ends up with Hollett. Hollett rubbed into the wall by McEachern. McEachern back on it. He'll play it up to O'Neill. O'Neill's pass ends up with Murphy. Murphy tries to get it down to Hollett. That's deflected away by Paris. Hollett able to win it back. Murphy with a shot blocked by Paris, and the puck comes to the line. Opus just holds it onside, but then O'Neill able to kick it out. Now Singer makes a move to get around Jay. Puck comes up to O'Neill. There's a chance, and McLaughlin makes the save. Puck into the near side corner. Jay was able to move it ahead. It's intercepted now for the Thunder by Daly, but he wasn't able to keep it onside. Sullivan gets to it in neutral ice, plays it ahead. Opus will pick it up for the Kings. His pass broken up by Sullivan. Sullivan sends it right back in across the blue line. O'Neill trying to get on it, but Jay is there first. Jay plays it over to Opus. Opus sends it behind the net. Now lead pass intended for McElman Sullivan, but it was a little bit beyond him. Now there's a shot taken by Munden, and the save made by Devereaux, and he'll hang on for a face-off with 5:26 gone here in the first period of play. And again, if you want to share your thoughts on the game, you can do so through either X, through Facebook, or through mjahlnetwork.proboards.com. Please do send us your comments, your thoughts, and any corrections on anything I'm getting wrong. There's Probert with a shot. Paris able to get a piece of it. Puck goes down into the corner. George loses his footing as he tries to maintain control of the puck. Ends up taking a hit from Munden. And now picking up is Wood, and he'll take the puck behind his own net. Tries to get it to McCauley, but misses his target. Probert with a shot from a sharp angle, and that puck ends up going harmlessly into the far boards. Daly sends the puck in. It will come all the way around the boards to McCauley near side. It gets beyond him, but following up on the play, George sends it down into the corner. Now it gets by George as it was going back the other way. Munden will play it ahead for McElman Sullivan. McElman Sullivan not able to keep control, and McEachern will send it to the far side. And Mathis George will pick up, take the puck behind his own net. Now start to play it ahead. A long lead pass for Wood. Wood has to wait for help. Now finds help as stepping in is Weatherby. His shot gets blocked by White. Following up, there's Carson McDonald on it. He kicks the puck forward. It ends up right on the stick of Jaden Duncan. Duncan able to play it over to the near side for White. White can't clear the zone, however. Now Dwaron takes a bump from Duncan. Weatherby gets on the puck behind the net. He ends up losing it to White, and White able to play it ahead for Stapleton. Stapleton out to center. Loses the puck to Carson McDonald. Now it's back in across the blue line. Jay quickly gets it across to White, who's got a little bit more room. White's pass nearly intercepted, but Verge not able to pick up the puck. Orchard will get it instead. His pass a little bit behind Stapleton, and that will allow it to be cleared away from the front of the net by Sullivan. Jay with a shot. Save made and no rebound to be had, as finding it and covering it up for a face-off was William Devereaux with 7:13 gone here in the first period of play. No other games in the Nova Scotia Under-16 Major Hockey League tonight, or AAA Hockey League, tonight. As usual, Friday nights usually are the Thunder's home night, and generally not a lot else going on in the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League on a Friday night. And so we are very grateful to have you tuning in with us each and every Friday as we bring you the opening game of the weekend. Many weekends here in this league play. Elliott with the puck at the far boards. He takes a bump. Puck will come up the wall to Martin. Martin has the first goal of the game. Tried to get it back down low. It was knocked down by Daly. Now it's picked up by Elliott. Tries to get it to the front of the net. That goes off the side of the net. Elliott behind the net now plays it in front, and it's intercepted by Duggan, and Duggan will carry it out. Duggan dumps the puck in past Jay. Goes and picks it up himself behind the net. Gets it out in front. There's a chance for McClellan, but the puck steered aside by McLaughlin. Now Jay with it in the near corner. He'll play it ahead. Martin able to get it out to center. Murphy will carry it ahead. Murphy stops, tries to make a centering pass for Elliott towards the front of the net, but Paris clears that one away from danger. And now McIntyre with it. He'll bring it back, or he tried to bring it back into the zone, had the puck knocked off his stick, ended up on Elliott's stick, and then he played it back to Opus. Sent down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. And the Thunder may be a little bit lucky that icing got called because Devereaux did come out of his net and then lost his footing. And if play had been allowed to continue, there was the potential for danger there for the Fundy Thunder with their goalie tripping up in behind his own net. As we are ready to resume play here with 11:29 left to go in the first period. Probert wins the face-off. Probert ends up with the puck as well. Now he'll carry it ahead, working down the left wing side. Gets it to McIntyre on the right wing. Back to Probert in front. But the redirection doesn't change the angle enough and ends up putting it wide of the net. Now Singer coming the other way. William Singer, leader in goals for the Fundy Thunder, comes to the front of the net. Has the puck knocked off of his stick with a nice defensive effort there by Graves. In the corner, Singer battled for it against Probert. Probert able to win the puck, plays it ahead to McIntyre. McIntyre uses the wall, but can't get it by Paris. Now it's Sent out to center, or tried to send it out to center by Duncan, but Singer knocks that down right at the line. Now Graves will pick it up below his own goal line, play it around to the near side for Duncan. Duncan across to the far side for Hollett. Here comes Hollett. He's got Probert with him. Hollett gives to Probert. Probert has it knocked off his stick. Puck comes to the front of the net, and it'll be cleared away from there by O'Neill. Now flipped out to center, just beyond the reach of McMillan, and it'll head right towards the net. So McLaughlin sets it there for Duncan. Duncan will play it around to the far side. McElman-Sullivan, his pass broken up. Now Dwaron trying to feather it through. There's a chance for McCauley, and McLaughlin gets a piece of that one. As we're just shy of the midway point of the first period here. Pass intercepted by George, but the puck was not held onside, as the linesperson was right there to make the call, and we'll get the stoppage with 10:01 left to go here in period number 1. And I see the clock cam is looking a little funny. That should be good there for now. Here, I'll move this way a little bit, and then that should put a little extra, yeah. All right, where are we at now? All right, there we go. Now the cameras are doing what they're supposed to do. The one that isn't really supposed to move still ends up causing more problems. Weatherby able to get the puck out to center. Being pestered all the way out, but does get the puck down the length of the ice. McLaughlin out of his net to play it around the boards. Carson McDonald knocks it down for the Thunder. Now sends it back in deep. Jay will be the first one onto it. Takes a bump there from Daly. But Jay, with a significant size advantage against Ethan Daly, able to maintain the puck, gets it out to center. It's not held in neutral ice now by McEachern. He'll back up with it. Plays it ahead for Weatherby. Weatherby to Carson McDonald. Right back to Weatherby again. Weatherby coming into the zone. 1-on-4. Not going to have much success there with those odds. Puck comes back out to center. Wood has to wait for Weatherby to get back onside. Plays it in across the line. Now Jay will skate it back out. Donovan Jay loses control of the puck. It's sent back in. Opus will send it back out. Wood ties up with his man along the boards. That is Stapleton. Wood lost his stick, but was still able to keep Stapleton tied up. Now the puck comes loose to Carson McDonald. He plays it back to McEachern across to Paris, and Paris will dump it in. Takes a bump from Orchard, but gets the puck deep into the Kings zone. 8:10 left to go here, first period. There's a shot. That goes just high. Wood finds it, but I don't know. I can't tell for sure if that was McLaughlin getting a piece of that puck, if it went off of the side of the net, or if it was Opus who got his stick in the way of that one. Either way, a fantastic scoring chance for Owen Wood goes by the wayside. Off the face-off. Probert able to push the puck ahead. Martin not able to get it into the zone. Now it comes all the way back to Graves. He plays it across for Opus ahead and deflected down the ice by Elliott. Going back to pick up is Ryan McDonald. He's got Probert all over him. Puck goes down into the corner. Elliott going after it, but it comes all the way back up to the line. Opus sends it back down. Thunder able to win possession. And Tyler Sullivan, turns and gets it out to center. Opus back just inside his own blue line, pushes the puck ahead. Sent out, then sent back in again, picked up by Graves. Graves' pass misses Verge, and Sullivan will play it ahead to McClellan. McClellan goes far side with it there for Macaulay. That's not Macaulay, my apologies. That is Ryan McDonald. Now Dwaron into the corner working against Verge. Dwaron gets it to Duggan. Duggan sends it around behind the net into the far corner. Elliott takes a bump from Ryan McDonald. Puck is cleared to the line. O'Neill keeps it in. And now Elliott will not get it out to center as it goes off of Duggan. There's a shot taken by Ryan McDonald. It goes wide. McDonald coming in, gives a bump to Graves. Dwaron going after it in the corner as well. The two number 71s collide as Duggan and Elliott battle. Also in there is Dwaron. Dwaron trying to get away from Opus. Gets the puck to Duggan. Duggan plays it off the side of the net. It bounces all the way to Elliott, and Elliott will get it ahead for Martin. Here comes Martin. Working against Hunt. Also on the back check there is O'Neill. And Martin did a good job to even get a minor shot away, as he had two Thunder players both wreaking havoc on his attempt. Now Hollett with a nice hit on Hunt. Hunt trying to spring Daly, but Duncan able to knock that puck down as we pass 6 minutes left to go here in the first period. Puck takes an odd bounce off of a stanchion, ends up on the stick of Murphy. He plays it back to the line, and it goes all the way out to center. McMillan sends it across for Duncan. Duncan will dump it in. It'll come all the way around the boards to the near side. McMillan knocks it down, but it ends up on the stick of O'Neill, and O'Neill will come out with it, working against Murphy. O'Neill loses control of the puck, and it'll be played the other way. Comes all the way to Paris, just outside his own blue line. Paris backs up with it, then plays it ahead. Duncan knocks that down, gets it up to McIntyre, who feeds it to Murphy. Murphy has it stolen from him by Paris. Plays across to the far side, and McMillan able to get it ahead. Then McIntyre forward. Now Murphy can't get the puck in deep, and sending it the other way was McEachern. Now here comes Duncan with the puck. He's got McIntyre heading towards the net. Duncan gets taken down by McEachern, and the puck comes into the near corner. O'Neill plays it off the wall. Hollett will get to the puck, but he's got Paris all over him. Hollett and Paris along the end boards. Puck goes into the corner. McIntyre will get it for the Kings. Gives it to Murphy in the top of the face-off circle, and Murphy gets a shot away. Save made by Devereaux, and he will hang on for a face-off with 4:44 remaining in period number 1. Just checking to see if anybody's sending any messages or anything like that. Not seeing anything at this time. Probert to take this face-off against Wood. Now, Wood being told he can't come in to take the draw, so it's going to be McCauley instead. Probert wins it back to Jay. Now the puck played down the wall. Wood gets it ahead to McCauley. McCauley will play it off the boards and out. Jay gloves that down and then bats it forward. McElman Sullivan gets it in across the line. Puck ends up inside the gear of the linesperson. And we'll get a stoppage. I think it caught him right in the face, actually. So we'll get... He ended up catching the puck as well as taking it off the face, so we'll get a quick stoppage to get him looked at. And holding a piece of gauze up to his face, and he's going to head down the tunnel a little ways to get taken care of. So I think what'll probably happen, oh yeah, we can see that he's going to be due for some dental work in the next day or two. So we're going to go with 2 referees and 1 linesman for a little bit. We've only got 4:21 left to go in this first period, so we may be getting that other linesman a full cage to play out the rest of this game. If he is able to play out the rest of this game, I know for me, or they're looking at stitches possibly as well, so just hang on 1 second. I do have my first aid kit here. I'm just going to run down with it. And of course, wouldn't you know it, I put down the microphone and a goal happens. And there was an interference penalty now against the Thunder. Sorry, just running up and down some stairs. Give me a second, I'll catch my breath here. All right, so the lines person is going to be taken over to the hospital just to get looked at. Probably going to need stitches. I do have my first aid kit here with me in the building, so I just brought it downstairs just to see if they needed any supplies out of it. They did not, but I figured better to err on the side of caution and leave you guys without play-by-play for a couple of minutes. And I do appreciate your understanding on that, as the Thunder are now killing a penalty. While I was away from the microphone for a moment, we did have a goal, and as I'm sure you heard, it was Dylan Probert scoring the goal. Probert with his 7th goal, 20th point of the season, assisted by Chase Munden and Duncan McKelman-Sullivan at 16-19. Then we had the interference penalty called against Ryan McDonald. Now we've got another penalty against the Thunder. This one is high sticking against Curtis Weatherby. So we're going to have 52 seconds of 5-on-3. And when the Kings are on the power play, Kings have the 6th best power play in the league at 16.0%, going against the 11th best penalty kill at 77.9%. There's Jay with a shot that goes wide. Verge keeps the puck in before it exits the zone. Verge with a shot. Paris deflects it away from the front of the net. Munden able to win the puck in the corner. He'll skate it up the wall. Come to the middle of the ice. Play it over to Jay. Jay sends it down to McKelman-Sullivan. Right back to Jay again. Jay fans on a shot attempt. Able to get the puck back. Plays it down for McKelman-Sullivan. It goes through his skates. McKelman-Sullivan gives it back to Jay. 13 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Jay with a shot. That deflects up over the glass now to play, and we'll get a stoppage. 8 seconds left in the 5-on-3. 1:11 left to go in the first period. The penalty to Weatherby will carry over by 5 seconds into period number 2 if there is no scoring, or there are not, if there's no scoring in the time allotted, is what I'm trying to say. Hollett brings the puck in, and it'll be an offside as the penalty just comes to an end. The first one, that is, to Ryan McDonald. So it's now a 5-on-4 for the rest of this period. Again, if no goals are scored or if there's no other penalties called. And the 5-on-4 will, as mentioned, carry over 5 seconds into the next period of play. McIntyre with the puck. He'll start to work it ahead, brings it in across the blue line, tries to make a pass that goes off of McClellan. McClellan able to find it and launch it down the ice as we're down to 44 seconds left to go here in the period. Duncan picks up from McLaughlin. Duncan carrying it ahead. Lead pass. Probert gets a piece of the puck to negate the icing and then just deflects it forward. Probert ends up getting his stick a little bit into the feet of Tyler Sullivan, but able to win the puck is McClellan, and he'll launch it down the ice. 20 seconds left in the period. Duncan carrying it up the left wing side this time into the zone, fires a shot. That's blocked. And Carson McDonald will get it out past Hollett. Just 4 seconds left in the period. McIntyre gets it ahead, but there won't be time to get another shot away. And that will do it for period number 1. Shots on goal end up favoring the Kings in that period by a margin of 8-6. Both goaltenders make 6 saves, which means the score after the opening 20 minutes is Kings 2, Thunder 0. We're going to take a break. I'm going to try and catch my breath a little bit more here, and we'll come back and get you ready for the start of the second period in just a few minutes. You are watching Nova Scotia Under 16 AAA Hockey League action here on Petter Sports and Streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. All right, welcome back as we get ready for the second period. All right. Trying to see if I can find information on what happens when a linesperson is unable to continue in a game. Just a quick update. He has been taken across the street to the hospital. The hospital is just literally, if you're not familiar with Truro, the Rath Eastlink Community Center is on one side of the street, the hospital on the other. It's literally that close. So the good news is that linesperson has been taken across, likely going to need some stitches. And I've been trying to find the rules on how things work when one linesperson has to leave a game because of an injury, and can't seem to find that anywhere. So if anybody knows that, please do send me that information. If you can find, if you know where all of that information is printed, please do send it to me, because I'd be curious to know. We still have 2 refs out there and 1 linesperson. So still with 3 officials, and the game is able to continue with 3 officials. Here's Elliott with the puck now. That penalty that carried over for all of 5 seconds, obviously well wrapped up now. Puck is deep inside the Thunder zone. Hunt takes it out from behind his own net, plays it over to Weatherby. Weatherby's pass goes off the skate of Carson McDonald and down the ice. Turned up the other way. Stapleton gets it in across the line. Takes a hit from Weatherby as he does. Now Paris will get it up to Carson McDonald. McDonald's shot blocked by McMillan. McDonald couldn't quite get the puck back under control. Stapleton gets it out, and then it's turned over to Tyler Sullivan. Sullivan plays it ahead. It's knocked down by Orchard, and then Carson McDonald on it again. This time he'll play it forward for McClellan. McClellan in across the Kings blue line, fires a shot. That goes wide. Puck will come off the end boards up to Dwaron. Dwaron has it taken from him by McMillan, and out come the Kings. Orchard sends the puck in deep. Going after it there was Murphy. Orchard also in there. Orchard now with it at the far wall. Plays it off the boards. And McMillan will find it and get it out to center. Jay gathers it up there. Jay can't get it by McMillan. It comes back to Jay again. Donovan Jay. Quite mobile for a defenseman as big as he is as well. Brings the puck in. There's a shot that goes up over the crossbar, stays in play, comes all the way up the wall to Orchard. Orchard, his pass just out of the reach of Probert. Probert picks it up off of the boards, ends up having it go off the side of the net, and then McEachern gets it up to Dwaron, and Dwaron will play it out to center. Jay finds it there, plays it across the near side for White. White sends it forward. That pass just out of the reach of Munden. It'll go all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Kings. All right, let's see if I can. All right. Okay, here we go. Should an official accidentally leave the ice or receive an injury which would affect their duties while play is in progress, the play will be stopped. If for whatever reason the appointed referee or linesperson are prevented from appearing, the managers or coaches of the 2 competing will agree on. Okay, that. Okay, okay, so it the referee in charge would have it. If a linesperson is unable to act at the last minute, or if they are unable to finish the game, the referee in charge will have the power to appoint another in their place if necessary. Obviously, there's nobody else here to take over for that. If the referee is unable to continue to officiate when working with 2 linespersons, one of the linespersons will perform such duties as devolved upon the referee. The linesperson will be selected by the referee if necessary, but that's not the situation here. So I guess the one linesperson will be covering lines as much as possible all over the ice, but with help from the 2 referees, as that puck rolls right in onto Devereaux, and so Devereaux covers up and hangs on, and then Devereaux not too happy with Munden coming in and as now we're going to, Singer came into the face-off circle early. Winning the draw is Verge, played back to the line. Opus has that puck just out of his reach. Now here comes a chance for the Thunder. Here's Singer. Singer stops, comes to the middle of the ice, gets a shot away, save, rebound, and a second chance. Beautiful save, though, by McLaughlin. Now Singer gets the puck over to the far side, took a bump from Verge as he did it. Now Hollett had the puck for a moment. O'Neill wins it back, fires a shot that goes wide. Puck comes up the wall to Hunt. Hunt with a shot. And another save made there by McLaughlin. Now O'Neill, as the Thunder are getting their best pressure of the game so far. Opus gets on the puck, plays it up the wall. It ends up coming back down into the corner. Singer able to keep it away from Opus. Plays it over into the corner. Now O'Neill tries to cycle it back down low. It'll be picked up by Singer. Singer gets taken away from the puck by Graves. Coming over is Wood. He can't get it to settle. Hunt now gets it down the wall to O'Neill. O'Neill fans on a pass attempt. Recovers enough to get the puck down to Singer. Singer takes a bump from Graves. Singer will play it around to the far side, and McIntyre will win the race to that puck. Has some space, plays it out to center, but that's picked up by Hunt, and he'll dump it right back in. McIntyre gloves that down. And now Verge trying to clear it. Gets it to McIntyre. McIntyre tried to play it forward, but it was knocked down. Now Hollett has to take it back into his own zone. Verge will get off for a change, but the rest of the Kings still trying to get the puck far enough up the ice that they can switch out as well. Hollett plays the puck forward. Fanning on it was McEachern, and that gives McIntyre a chance to come in all alone. And just getting a piece of the puck was Devereaux to deflect it away. Now Duggan with quite the kick that Pele would have been proud of back in the 70s. Yeah, I know I'm showing my age a bit. How about Cristiano Ronaldo? There we go. There's that's a little better. I'm an old man, I admit it. Puck ends up hitting one of the players on the Thunder bench and will get a stoppage with just under 6 minutes left, or 6 minutes gone, here in the second period. Thunder still trailing 2-0, but as I mentioned, these first 6 minutes of the second period have been, I would say, the best 6 minutes of hockey that the Thunder have played tonight. And I don't think you'd hear much argument from anybody in the building that that was the case. Puck is sent forward by McMillan and deflected the rest of the way down the ice by Elliott. Goes in behind the net. Paris able to win it away from both Martin and Elliott. And now here comes Dwaron with the shot. That goes just up over the crossbar. McClellan with a shot, but it doesn't get all the way through. Martin lost his stick for a moment, and the puck goes down the ice. McEachern back to pick it up. Elliott putting some pressure on. Pass does get through to McClellan, although Martin did get a piece of it. McClellan has it knocked off his stick at the blue line. Paris following up will carry the puck across. Cutting to the outside against Duncan. Takes the puck behind the net, comes out into the near right wing corner, then sends the puck down back behind the net again. Daly will take it out, tries to get it to Dwaron. That goes off of McMillan's skate. And to the line, and again, another nice Cristiano Ronaldo play to get it back down into the corner. Now McEachern with it again. He'll dump it in. Out of his net to play it is McLaughlin. Leaves it for Duncan. Duncan gets it to Elliott. Elliott plays it off the wall. Ryan McDonald will get it across to Sullivan as they back up with it. Back to Ryan McDonald, out to center. Elliott dumps it right back in again. 12:40 left to go here, second period. 2-0 for the Kings. Both goals coming back in the first period. Ryan McDonald changes direction to get away from Probert. Finds Daly with the pass. Daly working down the left wing side, drops it off, intended for McClellan, but McClellan couldn't take it cleanly. Now Probert will come the other way. He's got Orchard and Sullivan with him. Probert to the middle of the ice. Pass goes, Orchard, it was Orchard and Stapleton, excuse me. The pass went behind Stapleton, and the Thunder got the puck out to center, dumped back in again. Now Dwaron had a bit of a miscommunication there with Ryan McDonald. Stapleton now with the puck. Tries to get it towards the net. It goes off the stick of Wood. Dwaron trying to get away from the pressure of Stapleton. Dwaron plays it up the wall. It's held in at the line by White. White has it knocked away from him by Wood. Here comes Wood. Wood getting a step, but Jay comes over and makes the nice, simple play to just knock the puck off of Wood's stick. Now McCauley with it. McCauley takes it around to the right wing or left wing corner, plays it back to the line. There's a shot from the point. Goes off of Wood and into the corner. Probert will pick up, plays it to the line, held in by Hunt, and sent back down again. Probert. White lets it go past him to Orchard, and Orchard will get it down the ice. Icing is waved off, and the first one to it will be Stapleton. But Paris able to knock it away from him. He gives to Hunt, and here comes Hunt out to center. Hunt gains the red line, then dumps the puck in. It hops over the stick of McLaughlin, who came out of his net to play it. George now sends it down into the corner for Hunt. He couldn't get a stick on it, and now coming the other way, here's McKelman Sullivan. His pass knocked down, but it still does get through to Munden. Puck is stolen by the Thunder and then played out to center. Now here's Wood trying to get a step. Wood coming in. Tries to get around Graves, but Graves knocks the puck off of his stick. George following up, comes in, gets a shot away, save, rebound! And a second chance, partially blocked by Graves, partially saved by McLaughlin. The two of them together keep it a 2-0 hockey game. Now the puck dumped in right on to Devereaux. He steers it over into the near side corner. Kings get onto it there. McKelman Sullivan behind the net, plays it out front. George is right there to take it for the Thunder. And he makes the pass across to Singer. Singer will carry it across the blue line. Singer's shot blocked by Duncan. Singer gets it back again. Makes a move. Gets a shot away. That goes wide. Puck will come up the boards. Be picked up by McKelman Sullivan. He gets it out to center. O'Neill knocks that down. And he'll bring it right back in again. Big collision there between O'Neill and Verge. And now Singer with the puck. McMillan able to steal it from him. And O'Neill's stick broke in that collision between himself and Verge. And the two pieces of broken stick still sitting there right at the blue line. Now one of the pieces got kicked into the zone a little ways. McMillan with the puck. He plays it ahead. Hollett with the deflection, sending it down the ice. It comes off the boards. Batted away by Devereaux rather than smothered. Played over to the far wall. Hollett goes to get it. He's tied up there by Tyler Sullivan. And coming away with the puck is Murphy. Murphy trying to find some space. But Sullivan able to get the puck after it was knocked away by McDonald, that being Carson McDonald. Now Carson McDonald has it. He'll play it off the boards and down the ice, and that will be an icing with 8:48 left to go here in the second period. And the score remains 2-0 for the Kings. Just double checking. I did make a post at the end of the first period with just a little bit of a summary of that first period, and just looking to see if there are any replies to it. And now we've got a bit of a conversation in the face-off circle. The Thunder, William Singer, not too happy about something. Probert ends up winning the draw. Puck played back to the line for White. Steered away by Devereaux is the shot from White. Now back to Jay. His shot, and that's deflected up over the glass and out of play. And we'll get another stoppage with 8:35 left to go here in the second period. I have to admit a bit of a bias here. Donovan Jay of the Kings is distantly, but is a relative of my wife's. My wife and his mom, you got to go back several generations, but they are cousins. And so There is a little bit of a bias there, and he is certainly the most well-known player for me on this Kings roster, so here with the puck now is McIntyre. He'll play it ahead to Hollett. Hollett stepping in. Doesn't get much on that shot as it was partially blocked by Hunt. Now the puck comes to the near boards. Hollett plays it back to the line to Opus. Hollett back on it again. Sharp angle shot goes off the outside of the net. Hunt trying to chop it past Hollett. Not able to do so. Puck comes to Duggan, and he'll find some space. Tries to spring Daly, but the pass was partially blocked by Graves. Now here's McIntyre with it again. McIntyre carrying it down towards the corner. Gets taken down by Hunt. Puck goes off of McClellan. And then back into the corner. Hunt trying to get away from the pressure now of Murphy. Elliott comes out with the puck. Elliott, his shot ends up hitting Murphy, and it ends up on the stick of Daly. Ethan Daly taking it out from behind his own net, and he'll start to work his way ahead. Daly, who was part of the leadership group of the U15 AA Pictou County Crushers last season. And now the puck picked up by Probert, and he'll come the other way. Probert down into the corner. Sends it to Martin behind the net. Tried to get it out for Elliott. That pass was deflected a couple of times before it got there. Now Martin back on the puck. He'll play it to the line for Duncan. Duncan holds it onside, fires a shot. That goes high. Elliott brought it to the corner, but then had the puck knocked away from him by McEachern. McEachern takes it behind the net, being chased by Probert. McEachern gets around Martin. Now McEachern with some speed coming through center. Gains the blue line, fires a shot, save, rebound. And McClellan with the second chance shot. And that one ends up going wide as well, and we get a stoppage with 6:20 left to go here in period number 2. Taking a quick look at what's coming up for each of these teams. Kings will be playing at home tomorrow at the Sackville Community Arena. They'll be hosting the Cabot Highlanders, and that'll actually be hosting the Highlanders for a pair of games, one in Sackville, one at the East Hants Sportsplex. The game in Sackville tomorrow night at 5:30. The game in East Hants will be Sunday at 11 a.m. For the Thunder, they are off for 2 weeks now. They don't play again until February 9th when they host the Dukes here at the Rath Easton Community Center. And, of course, we will have that game for you here on Petter Sports and streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Just a quick note about the Thunder's upcoming schedule. There is one game coming up that the Thunder will be playing at home that we will not be able to stream for you. That is their March 2nd game when the Thunder are hosting the Rebels. That game will be played down in East Hants simply because the Thunder did not have ice available here in either Truro or in Pictou County. And just due to scheduling issues, Petter Sports and Streaming will not be able to get down to East Hants for that game. So if you are a fan of the Thunder, make a note of that. March 2nd, we will not be able to stream that home game. The team is aware of that, and they are going to be working to make other arrangements. Verge with the puck. He'll get it ahead to Stapleton. Stapleton back for Verge. Verge tries to go short side, but puts it off the outside of the net. Stapleton now gets tied up by Wood. Verge with a couple of whacks into the back of Ryan McDonald. That draws a reaction from the Thunder bench, but no reaction from the official who was right there. Now we get Verge. This time I think Verge will take a penalty as he got a cross-check into the back of Wood while he was heading towards the bench. And Thunder dumped the puck down into the Kings zone, and the Kings had possession of the puck there. Finally we get the whistle, and they're going to call Verge for interference with 4:42 left to go here in the second period. So Joel Verge will go off, and we'll tell you that When the Thunder have the power play, they are bringing the league's 9th best power play at 14.7% into this situation against the league's 5th best penalty kill. That is 84.4%. The penalty kill of the Kings in this one coming with 4:42 remaining here in the second period. Wood will take the face-off when he gets there against Carter Murphy. Now Wood will be waved out of the face-off circle. Duggan will come in and take the draw against Murphy. Duggan wins it cleanly back to the line for Weatherby. For McClellan. McClellan plays it across to Sullivan. Sullivan, his shot goes off the stick of Murphy and then is cleared down the length of the ice. 1:45 left to go in the penalty. Tyler Sullivan back to pick up. Sullivan gives the puck to McClellan. McClellan has his stick knocked by McElman Sullivan. Now Duggan has that pass go off the end of his stick. Wood sends it into the zone. Duncan was there to get it, but couldn't clear it. Dwaron now picks up the puck, trying to get away from the pressure of McElman Sullivan. Comes into the middle of the ice. Dwaron still with the puck, fires a shot. Duncan blocks it. It then gets to the front of the net, but is cleared away. And now out come the Kings 2-on-1. Here's Murphy. He's got McElman Sullivan with him. Murphy coming in. Murphy elects to shoot, and the save is made by Devereaux, and he'll hang on for a face-off. 1:04 left in the penalty. 3:46 remaining here in period number 2. Shots on goal in this period are 8-6 in favor of the Thunder. Shots in the first period were 8-6 in favor of the Kings. So you put that together, and right at the moment, the shots are 14-14. Here's Jay with the puck. Walking the line, then gets a shot away. It goes off of Devereaux's helmet, I believe. And then up over the glass and out of play, and we'll get another stoppage. Now 57 seconds left in the penalty. And William Devereaux, with a quick drink of water, took a quick look at his helmet there just to make sure everything was fine. Might be an issue with the paint job, but other than that, looks like everything's all right. Actually, from up here, the paint job still looks really good. But I can imagine that a puck glancing off of your helmet is going to have a little bit of a impact on the glossiness. Puck cleared down the length of the ice. 30 seconds left to go now in the power play. Devereaux will return the puck back to the far side. Singer had it and then set it up there for Paris. Paris leaves it for Singer as the Kings sit back. All 4 of them were on the defensive side of the neutral zone. Now the puck launched down the ice. Defensive side of the neutral zone. Sounds like I'm giving a line from Star Trek. Yeah, I know. The neutral zone. You know, in Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Next Generation, the neutral zone. My poor cameraman Ashton just doesn't appreciate my pop culture references. Anyway, here's Probert with the puck. He ends up having it roll off of his stick, and that'll allow Singer to come the other way. We are back to 5-on-5. O'Neill trying to get around Duncan, but Duncan forces the puck to stay down in the corner. Then it's kicked free. Probert trying to push it ahead. Knocked down by Carson McDonald. Now Singer back with it. Comes to the middle of the ice. Fires a shot. Blocker save made by McLaughlin. And now Jay will get the puck out to center. His pass across, picked up by Hollett. Hollett brings it in across the blue line. But in just a little bit ahead of him was Dylan Probert, so we'll get a stoppage with 1:46 left to go here in the second period. And Verge to take this face-off against Carson McDonald. Puck comes to the near boards, poked ahead. Now White will send it into the Thunder zone. Knocked down there by Ryan McDonald. Played across to Hunt. And Hunt got it just out across the blue line, and then it was brought back in, so we'll get a stoppage with 1:34 left to go here in period number 2. And the same two combatants will take the face-off again, Verge and Carson McDonald. Puck ends up with Elliott this time, but Hunt does a nice job to deny Elliott a lane through to head towards the net. And now Martin has to play it back to Duncan. He'll send it ahead to Elliott. But then it's stolen by White right at the blue line. Ryan McDonald goes to dump it in, but Duncan knocks that puck down, gets it up to Martin. Martin will get it out to center. Carson McDonald backs it up to Hunt as we near 1 minute left to go in the second period. Verge will play it back to Duncan. Duncan ahead to Elliott, who deflects it down the ice. Ryan McDonald gets to it, plays it around the boards, takes a weird bounce off of the Zamboni door, ends up with Martin. Martin takes it behind the net. Martin still with it, now back to the line for Graves. Graves will send it down behind the net. Elliott there to get it. He'll use the glass. It takes another odd bounce off of the Zamboni door. Ends up at the line. Opus tries to get it back down the wall. Now Carson McDonald fires it around to the far side. Trying to clear the zone with it there was McCauley. He couldn't. Now it does come out. Opus will back up. Get it ahead to Munden with just 10 or 14 seconds left to go in the period. Opus again with it. Plays it ahead. McCauley has it stolen from him by Munden. Munden takes a hit along the boards from Ryan McDonald. Puck goes into the corner. Carson McDonald gets it, and that will do it for period number 2. The edge in shots in that period went to the Thunder 9-6, but no scoring by either side, and so we get a little bit of a conversation between Devereaux and McLaughlin as they passed each other there. It looked like Devereaux was trying to give McLaughlin a little bit of a tap on the pads as they went by, and McLaughlin was not having any of it. That's what it looked like from up here. Now, I'm sure other people from other angles saw a completely different interpretation, but from up here, that's what it looked like. But everybody skated away. Everything is fine, whatever. Shots, as mentioned, 9-6 in favor of the Thunder. 2-period total favors the Thunder 15-14. But no scoring in that second period means we go into the third the way we came into the second, which is Kings 2, Thunder 0. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for the third period in just a few minutes. You are watching Nova Scotia Under 16 AAA Hockey League action here on Petter Sports and Streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period. Fundy Thunder trailing by 2 against the visiting Kings Hockey Club. Kings with a 2-0 lead. Both goals coming back in the first period of play. And they have been able to hold on to that lead and carry it through ever since. Update on our lines person who was injured in the late stages of the first period. He's not back yet. That's all we know. I know, that's an incredibly enlightening update. No, in all seriousness, like I mentioned earlier, he took a puck to the face. Looked like dental work may have been in his future. Definitely stitches. He was taken across to the hospital. Again, the hospital just across the street. There was no issue with consciousness. There was no issue with any sort of cognitive function. It was just a puck to the lower part of the jaw. Probably hurt like the dickens. Probably means some food being pureed for the next little while. But no permanent damage. And but no big surprise not returning here tonight either. There's Jay with a shot and a save made by Devereaux. Puck goes around behind the net now. Hunt will get to it first, just ahead of McKelman Sullivan. Then Hunt plays it back behind the net to Carson McDonald. Now Duggan trying to clear the zone. He couldn't. White will send it back deep. Comes all the way around the boards and up the boards. Weatherby takes a bump. Munden then is on the puck, fires a shot. And it looked like it was going wide, but Devereaux gloving it down and hanging on for a face-off. Just 40 seconds gone here in the third period. And we mentioned that for the Kings, they'll have a pair of home games coming up over the next couple of days against the Cabot Highlanders. Check out the Kings' social media information about where you can watch those games if you can't get to Sackville or East Hants. Again, tomorrow night at 5:30 in Sackville. Then Sunday at 11 in East Hants. There's a puck turned over to Verge, his shot, and it's deflected up over the glass now to play. Our next broadcast will be 2 weeks from tonight. That'll be February 9th when the Thunder will be playing at home against, as we scan along here, against the Dukes. So the Dukes will be making their second trip here. And we'll have that one for you here on Petter Sports and Streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online and Division of AO Live. A pass to try and spring Wood, but it ends up going through him and all the way down onto Nolan McLaughlin, and McLaughlin covers up and hangs on for a face-off. Our next broadcasts on Petter Sports and Streaming will be tomorrow. We'll have a pair of games coming to you tomorrow, as we'll be over at the Pictou County Wellness Center for 2 games, one at 11 a.m. and one at 4 p.m. tomorrow. We'll have the Novas visiting the Warewell Bombers in the Nova Scotia Under-15 Major Hockey League at 11 a.m. And then we'll have the Halifax McDonald's at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against the Weeks Majors in the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League. Both of those games right here on Atlantic Hockey Online through AO Live and Petter Sports and Streaming, bringing you all of the action. And just the way the schedule has worked out, this will only be my personally second game doing Bombers this year. Every single one of their home games has lined up directly against the Northern Subway Selects of the Maritime Major Female Hockey League. So Alex Terrio has become the de facto voice of the Bombers this season. But Alex getting a day off tomorrow. And again, that's an 11 a.m. puck drop for the Bombers against the Novas, a 4 p.m. puck drop for the Majors against the McDonald's. And note those start times because they are not the typical Saturday start times for either of those two teams. Here's Paris with the puck out at center ice after the Kings were able to get it out. Probert picks up. He'll play it back to Jay. Jay gives to McMillan. McMillan gets it ahead to McIntyre. McIntyre has it stolen from him by Singer. Singer nearly lost it to Probert, but Daly able to get it back all the way down the ice, and McLaughlin will set it up there for Duncan. Ahead to McIntyre. Here comes McIntyre working down the right wing. McIntyre, his pass just out of the reach of Probert. Puck comes off the end boards, gathered up by Paris. Paris has Hollett on him. Leaves the puck for Ryan McDonald. He'll play it around to Singer. Singer left it for Ryan McDonald. Gets it as far as the line. McMillan will play it back down low. Paris to Singer. Singer trying to get away from Hollett. Brings the puck right in front of his own net. Turns it over. And Nicholas McIntyre says, thank you very much. I'll take that and put it into the net and give my team a 3-0 lead with 2:59 gone here in the third period. So Nicholas McIntyre, the unassisted goal, his 12th goal, 27th point of the season. And I can't see how they give an assist on that goal. If they do, I will be shocked. But because it was very clearly in possession of the Thunder and then turned over. As expected, Nicholas McIntyre, again, his 12th goal, 27th point of the season, unassisted at 2:59, making it a 3-0 scoreline now for the visitors, the Kings Hockey Club, who play their games in the Halifax area. Again, they have home games in East Hants. Tomorrow they're playing at home in Sackville. Here's Jay with the puck now. Play it off the boards up to Martin. Martin loses it as McCauley gives him a bump, and then Carson McDonald goes to knock it in, but White pushes that puck ahead to Elliott. Elliott fans on a shot attempt, plays it back for White. White takes a hit from George. And then Carson McDonald plays the puck off the wall to get around Martin. Here comes a 3-on-1. McDonald coming in with McCauley. He ends up putting the pass behind both McCauley and Sullivan. George chases the puck down, gets a shot away, and Carson McDonald deflects that way up high into the air, over the glass and out of play, and we'll get a stoppage with just over 4 minutes gone here in period number 3. And the Kings now leading it by a score of 3-0. And with the deflection going off of a Thunder stick and out of play, the face-off naturally does come out to neutral ice. Weatherby kicks the puck forward, but it ends up on the stick of Graves. He plays it across to Opus. And it's sent ahead, and that'll be an icing call against the Kings, so we'll take it all the way back down into their zone. One of the interesting things about this league, and this is just, a peculiarity that I notice because I pay attention to such things. This league has a significant number of teams who do not have any sort of geographical reference in their name. There's the Voyageurs Hockey Club, the Kings Hockey Club, Martello Buccaneers. I don't think Martello is a dug in trying to sell the fact that the puck was in, but it was clearly underneath Nolan McLaughlin. Duggan will not be up for an Academy Award anytime soon. Good effort, but no. And then, so there's those teams that I just mentioned who don't have any sort of place name reference. And then there's a lot of other teams whose name reference is very generalized. Eastern Dukes, Western Rebels, Fundy Thunder, which covers a pretty big region, Cabot Highlanders, which covers a pretty significant region. So it's unique in this league that while the teams do each have a geographical area that they do represent of sorts, a lot of those teams do not reference that geographical area in their team names, which I find kind of interesting. Just my little digression for the third period when it's a 3-0 hockey game. Here's McMillan with the puck now. He'll bring it in across the line. McMillan tried to get a shot through, but it was knocked down. McMillan got it back and then left it for Munden. Munden now trying to get through, gets the puck over to Probert. Probert in front, and McElman Sullivan could not get a stick on it. It's played back down into the corner for Probert, back to the line again to McMillan. McMillan with the shot, deflected by Munden. Save was made, and Munden couldn't get the rebound to sit for him, and now the Thunder able to get it and play it out to center ice and in across the blue line. Here's Daly with it. Daly to the front of the net, but the puck ends up going through, and Dwaron can't get a stick on it. We're going to get a hooking penalty as Dwaron was hooked down. And so the Thunder will go to their second power play of the game with 13:58 to go here in the third period. And it's going to be Jack McMillan going off for that hook. And this, I mean, there's still 14 minutes left. 14 minutes is a lot of time, as the Thunder have too many guys out there right now. So Dwaron will come off. Wood will get waved out of the face-off circle as a result. And the draw won by Duggan, back to McClellan. As I was starting to say, with nearly 14 minutes left, a lot of time still remaining in this game. But the way offensive chances have been few and far between, neither of these teams have had a lot of grade A scoring chances. McClellan ends up losing the puck in his feet. Puck comes to the line. Sullivan will play it back down to McClellan. This really does become, in a lot of ways, a must convert to try and pull it to within two. I mean, if they don't, there's still plenty of chances, but this is a significant power play for them. McClellan gives to Wood. Wood working it down the boards, now stops, turns, has the puck knocked off his stick by Orchard, and McClellan has to go out to center ice, get it. Wood plays it up to Wood, then back for Sullivan. Sullivan leaves it for McClellan. McClellan moves the puck ahead. Dwaron ends up bumping into George, and that allows Stapleton to get on the puck, and he'll chop it down the ice. Back to get it is Sullivan. 48 seconds left to go in the power play. Sullivan leaves it for McClellan. McClellan will work the puck ahead. Saw that he was losing his entry lane, so circles back. Now dumps the puck in. It wraps all the way around the boards and up to Dwaron. Dwaron has it stolen from him by Verge, and Verge sends it down the ice, and then looks like he turns and has a word or two for Dwaron. And we see the Kings, all not in your screen right now, but all four Kings players are on their own side of center ice. Now Martin comes just a little bit ahead, but a very passive penalty kill as far as down the ice goes. They don't put any pressure on the puck on the offensive side of center from their perspective. They just sit back in the neutral zone and they say, okay, we're going to clog the zone and try to get through us to get possession inside our end, and you're not going to be able to do it. And a very effective penalty kill for the Kings Hockey Club, as they have finished off that penalty kill, and we are back to 5-on-5. Hollett plays it back to McMillan. McMillan ahead to McIntyre. McIntyre to Murphy. Murphy's pass intercepted by Carson McDonald. He plays it ahead for Weatherby. Weatherby able to get around McMillan. Now Hollett with it. Ahead for Murphy. Murphy can't get through both Paris and Hunt. Puck is played to the near side. Hollett goes after it, takes a bump from Hunt. Carson McDonald can't get the puck onto his stick. McIntyre finds it. He's pass broken up by McDonald, and now it's sent out to center ice. Duncan will pick up there. Plays it across to McMillan. Ahead for Murphy. Murphy leaves it to Hollett. Hollett goes to take it behind the net. He gets taken into the wall, so Murphy picks up. Now gives to Duncan at the line. Duncan's shot goes off of McCauley. Hollett able to give Hunt a bump and get the puck. Gives to Murphy in front. There's a chance and a save made. And then Devereaux was dealing with Hunt being in his crease and in his way. And now there's a shot from Duncan, and Devereaux could not find that puck. And a shot from Jaden Duncan turns it into a 4-0 game with 10:27 left to go. And for Jaden Duncan, that is his first goal of the season. His 13th point. Came into this game with 12 assists on the year, but finally gets a goal at 9:33, and it's now 4-0. Nicholas McIntyre and Dylan Probert with the assists. So once again, that's Jaden Duncan, first goal, 13th point of the year from Nicholas McIntyre and Dylan Probert at 9:33, making it now a 4-0 scoreline. And really, this game has not felt like a 4-0 game. Here's McEachern with the puck. He'll start to work his way ahead. McEachern didn't get much of a shot away as tried to get it through Opus, but couldn't do that. Now here's George with the puck. George misses that one wide of the net. Puck comes up the wall to Ryan McDonald. He takes it back down the boards. Opus able to get it from him. Now Jay finds Elliott, who gets it ahead to Probert. Probert has Martin coming up with him. Probert takes the shot, and the save made. Devereaux was looking around, but it was in his arm. It was in the crook of his elbow. Couldn't quite find it there, but he did eventually realize that he did have the puck under control, and will get the stoppage with 9:07 left to go here in the third period. We talked about the standings in the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League and how important this game is for the Kings to try and move 1 point ahead of the Buccaneers. Now here's a chance for McClellan, but he couldn't pick the puck up cleanly, and then Graves was able to steal it from him and send things back the other way. Verge gets it in across the blue line. Sends it down. Sullivan will play it around behind the net to Hunt. Hunt chops it ahead. Verge knocks that puck down before Wood can get on it. Now McClellan finds it, has his stick knocked by Munden. Dwaron will play it back to Hunt. Hunt goes to get it ahead. That's intercepted by Verge. Verge will step in. Here comes Verge. Over to Sullivan. Two shots by McKelman, Sullivan, and both of them saved by Devereaux. Now McMillan stepping up. Plays it around. McKelman, Sullivan behind the net. Takes it over into the corner. Loses it to Sullivan, but then Sullivan puts it onto the stick of Munden. Munden to McMillan, but McMillan can't take that pass cleanly, and the puck goes down the length of the ice. Duncan back to get it. 8 minutes left to go here, third period. 4-0 for the Kings. 2 goals in the first period, 2 goals here in the third. Ryan McDonald gets the shot away, and that's steered aside. Dwaron was there to try and get a deflection. I don't think he got a piece of the puck. McKelman Sullivan with it now. His pass goes through Murphy. Getting a piece of it was Orchard, but it ends up on the stick of McEachern, who sends it the other way. Now McMillan trying to get away from Ryan McDonald. They both end up stepping a little bit away from the puck. Dwaron had it for a moment, and now it's picked up by Stapleton. Played around to the near side. Dwaron trying to get it by Orchard, but Duncan picks up. Now he'll flip it out to center. Stapleton able to find it, gives it to Murphy. Murphy gets it towards the net, batted away by Devereaux. And Weatherby will play it ahead. Duggan takes it off of the wall and puts it where Dwaron can pick up, and Dwaron carries down the ice. Dwaron takes it behind the net, out the far side. Plays it back to Weatherby, but Weatherby wasn't in position to take the pass. And Hunt picks up in center, plays it over to Tyler Sullivan, who fires it in. McLaughlin set it down behind the net. Jay wasn't able to get to the puck in time. Duggan got onto it, but now Jay does have it behind the net. Jay's pass ahead is knocked down by McDonald, but Orchard able to find it. He'll ring it around the boards to the far side. Not held in. And we get an offside against the Thunder with 6:18 to go here in the third period. And the shot margin is 21-21, so they're dead even in the shot department. But the 2 goals in the first period and 2 more here in the third are the difference in this game. Hollett gets it down to McIntyre. McIntyre coming to the middle of the ice. Didn't get as much as he wanted on that shot as he was bumped slightly off of the puck. And now it's played down the ice. Jay picks up there. He'll take it back behind his own net. Jay takes a look. Now gets it ahead to McIntyre. McIntyre coming through neutral ice. McIntyre gets stood up. Now Probert with it. Probert over to the far face-off circle. Takes it down into the corner. Plays it around to the right wing corner for Hollett. Hollett sends it to the front of the net. That goes off the skate of Hunt. And Hunt will chase it down at the far wall. Try to spring Paris, but that's broken up by White. Following up is Sullivan. He'll send it off the end boards. And White will go back and get it. White takes a bump from Duggan. Puck goes behind the net. Graves will play it to the near side for McIntyre. McIntyre has it stolen from him by McCauley. Now Duggan, he can't do much with it, and Graves will pick up the loose puck, play it over to Hollett. Hollett, his pass just out of the reach of McIntyre. Under 5 minutes left to go here, third period. Pass ahead for Duggan from McEachern, and Duggan takes White into the boards, and that's going to lead to a penalty. And Duggan gives White a little bit of a pat to let him know that there was no intent there, and it is going to be a boarding call against Duggan with 4:46 remaining here in the third period. And I think that was a bit of a situation that, unfortunately for Henry Duggan, he just caught White at a bit of a bad angle and at a bit of a wrong moment. And the net result of that ended up being a boarding penalty. That certainly was not, there was no maliciousness intended with the hit. He just caught him, like I said, wrong angle and just the wrong moment on that hit. But the fact of the matter is, because of all of those factors put together, it was a play that the officials felt needed to be called. Here's Duncan with it now. He'll carry it up, working his way up the right wing side. Puts the puck right onto the stick of Ryan McDonald, who's able to launch it down the ice. And now McMillan will pick up behind his own net. Changes direction to try and get away from Wood and pushes the puck ahead. It's gathered up by Murphy. Murphy comes in across the blue line. His pass deflected but picked up by Martin. Martin had it knocked away from him by Ryan McDonald. Now Jay can't get a stick on it, but Jay able to hustle back, get onto the puck there. McClellan watching him. Jay able to get some space. Ends up coughing up the puck, though, and now here comes George the other way. He tries to get a shot away, and McMillan sits George down onto his backside. And that draws a reaction from the Kings. McElman Sullivan now tries to make a pass. It was knocked down by, it was Daly who had gotten knocked down earlier, and then George got in the way of that puck. 33 seconds left to go in the power play. Jay with it behind his own net. Jay moving ahead, now finds Munden. Munden carries across the blue line, stops, tries to center it for Verge. It gets beyond him. McElman Sullivan will play it down low. Hunt is the first one there. He takes a bump from Verge. Stapleton also in there to try and work the puck free. 8 seconds left to go in the penalty. McElman Sullivan also comes in to try to help out. Now Stapleton comes out with it, takes it towards the front of the net, but Paris able to knock it away from him, and Duncan has to go back out to center ice to pick it up, plays it ahead for Munden. We are back to 5-on-5. George can't get by Duncan to get the puck into the zone, plays it to McKelman Sullivan, and now here's Munden with it. Munden gains the red line, dumps the puck in. Hunt will get to it behind the net. Verge is right there on him immediately. Stapleton comes in, picks up the puck, gets to McKelman Sullivan, who couldn't turn and get a shot away, and now coming the other way. Here comes George. He's got Daly with him. George with a shot. Save made. Rebound. And Opus gets just a piece of that puck to knock it down below the goal line. George has to now play it back. There's a shot and a kick save made by McLaughlin. Graves plays it over to the far side. Daly will pick up there as we're down to 2 minutes left to go here in the third period. Daly plays it back to Carson McDonald. He'll get it over to Ryan McDonald. Plays it to the near side. Intended for Duggan, but Duggan was heading off for a change. And the puck was turned over to the Kings. Now it's into the Fundy Thunder zone, and Thunder will pick up. Here's Carson McDonald with it. He's pressured by Orchard. Orchard nearly with the steal. And then Weatherby tripped up by Hollett, but McCauley able to find the puck. He'll take it back behind his net, under a minute and a half to go. McCauley gets around Orchard. McCauley still with the puck. McCauley all the way down to the near boards inside the King zone. Intend to get it to O'Neill, but it gets away from him, and now Orchard will find Hollett. Probert heading towards the net as well. Orchard to Hollett to Probert. And into the net, and for Probert, that's a 3-point night with the goal coming with 1:08 remaining here in the third period, and it is now 5-0. Probert's third point of the night. Orchard and Hollett should both get assists. But for Dylan Probert, his 8th goal of the season, 2nd goal of the night, his 22nd point of the season, and 3rd point of the night. And what a night Dylan Probert is having. Assists should be announced to Josh Hollett and Jackson Orchard. And the time of the goal, 18 minutes, 52 seconds. They announce it as Hollett and Jay with the assists. And while, like I said earlier tonight, Jay's mom and my wife are distant cousins. But at the same time, it was Orchard who should have gotten that second assist, not a member of my wife's family. There's a shot by Elliott, and he scores with 15 seconds left, and that'll make it 6-0. And that, we said before that 4-0 really didn't tell the story of this game. Well, 6-0 definitely does not tell the story of this game, but that is what we think the final score will be now. William Elliott getting that goal. Carter Murphy gets that assist. So William Elliott, 6th goal, 9th point, assisted by Carter Murphy at 19:45. There's another shot that came with 2 seconds left, and that's going to do it. And that will bring this game to an end. And the Kings will come away with the victory. They'll improve to 12-5-2 on the season. Thunder drop to 7-15-1. A tough loss for the Thunder tonight. But again, that 6-0 scoreline, really not an accurate depiction of how this game played out. Thunder now off for a couple of weeks. Their next game will be on the 9th of February when they play at home against the Dukes. We will have that game for you here on Petter Sports and Streaming. For the Kings, a great way to start 3 games in 3 days this weekend, as they'll be playing a couple at home against the Cabot Highlanders. Again, our next broadcast tomorrow at 11 a.m. when the Warewell Bombers host their game against the Novas, and then we'll also have a game at 4 o'clock when the Week's Majors host the Halifax McDonald's. Until then, on behalf of my awesome cameraman Ashton, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score one last time, the Kings with a 6-0 victory over the Thunder. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night.